It says I am live. It says I am live. Let me try to turn up. This microphone is not working for some reason. Ty, let me get you a wrench. It is good to see you, my friend. Can you guys hear me? Because this microphone does not seem to be working. It seems to be, um, yeah. Yeah, you can hear me, Ty? Okay. Well, as long as you guys can hear me, that's good. Maybe the microphone's working, maybe it's not. I'm not 100% sure. So, welcome to my brand new format for live streaming because I have no other. It's not working on my cell phone. So, we're doing this strictly off webcam. I apologize for the color. If I'd known it was going to look like this, I would have definitely done a different lighting setup. So, my apologies. Welcome everyone, Jim, Tommy, D the other Jim, Green Army, good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. Steve, good to see you. George, just want to say hi to everybody. HT, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Always very, very helpful. Had a guy yesterday that gave a significant super chat and not a significant PayPal, and I would really want to say thanks to that guy because it really went a long way. Bit of makeup wouldn't go amiss. Maybe you want me to put on sunglasses? Let me put on the sunglasses. I'll put on the sunglasses. Hey Gio, and Happy Dog says a little blurry. Yeah, it's blurry because I never protect the camera. That's why it's blurry. So I apologize for the blurriness, guys. But I thought we would have a good time with this title of this video. Jack, first run is working loud and clear. Good. Oh, now I can't see the screen. That's not going to work. Update us on your fan page. GoFundMe. So far, my fan page is one thing. That's on Facebook. The GoFundMe was created by a subscriber. I had nothing to do with it. So just so you guys know, I was talking about needing a piece of equipment, camera equipment, one day, long time ago, and oh, sorry, I was reading a comment. But I was talking about needing a new camera at some point in time, like in the relatively near future. And this guy was like wanting to help me out on the spot, and I was like, no, don't do that. So he went on back to America, and I didn't think anything else about it. And then as I was doing a live stream, I believe last week, he just pops up in the live chat and says, "Hey, I created a GoFundMe for you." So I was like, okay. I mean, the guy went out of his way to put up a GoFundMe. I might as well put the link in the description. So right now it's raised $130. $1,700 is the goal because that's how much the camera cost, and it's not a new camera in terms of like I gotta have the latest technology kind of camera. It's a camera that is 4 years old. It would be brand new, but it's 4-year-old technology. However, it is still good technology. It's the big brother of the camera that I shot the last video with. If you guys didn't notice, I was hand holding the last video I shot, which I posted, which was called "Will I Have a Bad Vacation in Thailand?" So it's the big brother of that one, but it's the little brother to the newest one that came out. So again, I'm just looking for middle of the road. I'm not looking for high end stuff. Let's see. Jim says it looks fine. Thank you, Jim. Greg, hey brother, how are you? Oh, looks great. Cool, man. Ty Guy Bry. Hey JC, not called live stream in a while. I broke my arm and 4 ribs. Oh man. I hope you're okay. Sounds like a car wreck or something. That's bad, man. Prep for it. Hello, Jeremy. Great subscribers. Excuse me. That's right. We do have some great subscribers on this channel, and I'm so happy for all of them. I really am. I'm kind of looking around at my screen and getting a little used to this format and layout because this is definitely different from anything I've done before. So I apologize if it looks like I'm just looking around a lot. Stuck in Florida. The older I get, the more fuzzy I like the picture. I I hear you, man. Uh, but what are you talking about, Gio? You're gonna have to tell me because I woke up like 30 minutes before this live stream and I hadn't heard any news on anything like that. Some of you guys, I have to type it in the live chat. I didn't see it this morning on my news when I flashed through my cell phone. Rupert says, "Do you not have the money to just buy the camera?" If I had the money to just buy the camera, I would already have the camera. That's really dumb question. Ewan, howdy, Jared. Great to see you, mate. Good to see you too, Ewan. Thank you for always the positivity and the positive comments. I really appreciate it very, very, very much. Jim says there have been several non-fatal Bangkok bombings the last 2 days. Oh, those. Yeah, I did hear about those. The good news is I'm not in Bangkok. The bad news is I have a couple of friends in Bangkok. So we're hoping that I talked to one of my friends. He's actually an American that's here. And he's doing okay. So the people that I know that live in Bangkok, I've talked to, and they're all okay. They're a little apprehensive and a little scared, but I'm pretty sure the Thai police are going to wind it down fairly quickly. They're really good at what they do. Thai says 4 injured after multiple blasts at Bangkok as Thailand hosts ASEAN meeting. Okay. So this is more of a political thing. I see. Well, I mean, I live here, guys, so there's not a lot I can say. When you change a lot of things about your country, whether it be in any country in the world, and it tends to take away from other countries or give other countries certain things that the countries that you're in competition with don't have, you're usually going to have some type of problem. Now, what kind of problem that is different in any place you go. HT says, we're going to help you get that camera. I know you will, HT. I know you will. There's been some people already that have done that. Big world. Hey, Jeremy, hope things are good there in Thailand. I just got your comment, man, earlier. I hadn't had a chance to respond to it. Things are good here, and I appreciate your comments. I got your one comment about why not bring people here, and I can't post it because it's got the too much information on it. But I'll tell you that it's kind of like don't poop where you eat kind of things, and that's my judgment call on that. But it's good to see you, man. I really hope everything's working out for you. Countdown Traveler, what's up, man? Sass says, what's up, JC? Happy Saturday or Friday to you. Okay, we got questions for Big World over there. That's fine. He can answer all he wants to. It's no problem. I'm actually glad you're here, Charlie, to be honest with you, because, well, first, hang on. Let me make sure that's you. Actually, I'm not going to click off. Ty, make sure that's him so that I won't have to, before I address him anymore, make sure I'm not getting trolled, please. Rupert says it's him. Okay, good. So, Charlie, you're welcome. I would love to get together with you and have a sit-down conversation and maybe even a live stream at some point in time in the future, just to talk about kind of the way things transpired and what you would do different if you had to do it all over again. I think that would be really, really interesting for some of the viewers. Yeah, I think that would be really interesting to some of the viewers because the superhero expats of Thailand, you were definitely and still are, in my opinion, one of them. Even though your content didn't make the cut for YouTube, I still think you had a lot of guts and went out and did things that nobody else was doing. And I think that took a lot of courage and bravery. I don't necessarily agree with everything that you did, but I have to say that it is definitely it took a lot of courage to do that. I know what the problem is, guys. 1 second, I'm gonna fix this lighting. Now, that should be a little bit better. Okay, now we're lit up. Everybody see me? Hi. Okay. Tiger Eyebrow, accident at work, but I'm good. Good, man. I'm glad you're okay. Chuckaloo says, Jeremy going to be the last expat in Thailand. Nah, that won't happen. Michael says, hello. Hello, Michael. Tommy, that would be great conversation. Yeah, it would be a great conversation. I hope Charlie takes me up on that offer. I really, really, really do. I really hope he takes me up because I got a list of questions for him that he can answer that he doesn't have to be non-politically correct about, that he could give, straight up answers to, and it would be awesome. Jimmy Jack says, oh, he's talking Happy Dog live stream conversation with you and Cheap Charlie. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for. He says, I might make a video about it soon on my second channel, Cheap Charlie Chronicles. Thanks for the kind words. Main challenge for me is staying sober 8 days so far. Congratulations, brother. It's been a little bit over 8 years for me. So I have to tell you that staying sober is probably the most challenging thing you'll ever do in your life. However, you will never have anything rewarding if you don't stay sober, because you will always be chasing your demons. Your demons will always find you if you do not stay sober. I assure you, they will find you. They will hunt you down. And in many times, they will cost you more than you could even remotely imagine. So congratulations. 8 days is a long time. People don't understand the whether you want to call it disease of addiction or the actions of addiction. So I'm proud of you, man. 8 days is awesome. Green Armor says you both can be good friends. Sure. I watched Charlie. And granted, I saw a couple of his last videos where, he didn't have the greatest videos in the world. And that's what happens when you use, whether it be, drugs, alcohol, whatever. They make you somebody that you're not. Believe me, I know. So with that being said, I just want to encourage Charlie to keep doing what he's doing. And, in fact, there are 12-step programs around here, man. Find you one and do it, man. Do it. It saved my life. It really did. The Perfect Driver says, kudos to both of you guys. Sober and clear-minded. Stay strong, brothers. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And, Charlie, if you're still on, I have no problem with you messaging me, man. If you feel like you're about to slip, or if you feel like you're about to, lose it a little bit and go back into that world, message me, man. I promise you, I'll talk your ass out of it in just a second, because I'll tell you how that story already ends. See, all you got to do is play the videotape of how your last drink went, and then you'll know the outcome, and you won't want to do it. I assure you. That's one thing I do to myself. Not that I mean, with 8.5. Well, not 8.5, but a little over 8 years. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, I don't even think about it anymore. So it's good. It really is. I have a great life because I stayed sober. And you're welcome. Greg says, great support about staying sober. Been sober almost 3 years. Best time of my life. Absolutely, Greg. Absolutely. It will be, because you can't live a life if your brain is somewhere else all the time. If you're focused and concentrated on always getting the next one, always doing this, always figuring out how you're going to get money to get whatever your substance of choice is, that's what's going to happen to you. And you're never going to have a life, ever. It's not going to happen. So 3 years is a long time, Greg. And I remember my 3-year anniversary. So I just want to say congratulations to you, bro. Anthony says, so nice to see two Thai bloggers being nice to each other. Is it not? That's kind of, Anthony, I am so glad that you said that. I am so glad you said that, because why do bloggers get on YouTube and tear each other apart? Why do they do that? Why? Why can't we build each other up? Why can't we help each other? Why can't we talk to each other? Why can't we meet up with each other? Why can't we have logical, practical, pragmatic conversations that make sense, that help the community, right? Why can't we do that? Few bad apples spoil the bunch, guys. Few bad apples spoil the bunch. But I'm here to tell you, my the turnfall or turnkey for that is simply this: I'm going to keep doing me, and I'm going to keep being as nice as possible. I've been watching a lot of Gary Vee lately, and he preaches empathy, and I've been learning a lot about the way he sees things, and it's helped me see things differently. So I'm going to try to get better as not only a live streamer or YouTuber, but as a entrepreneur, because you guys know that's where I'm headed. Thank you for asking that, or for saying that, Anthony. Stuck in Florida says the best time of your life you'll remember. Absolutely. Stuck in Florida. Absolutely. And I got your comment this morning as well. When I woke up, I just hadn't had a chance to respond. Ewan says that's what makes this channel the best. Thank you, Ewan. You know, I don't recall, other than inviting a blogger that I've never met that had terrible things to say about me, inviting him 4 times to meet me and tell me why he had those problems with me. I don't really know of any other. I've never went after a blogger. I still haven't said anything bad about the guy or anybody else for that matter. I just don't do that. I just don't. There's no point in it, because people are going to be who they're going to be, and that's it. Ty Guy Bryce says, I haven't touched painkillers in 3 weeks. Sometime it gets unbearable, but don't want to fall into a trap. And that is a trap that is easily fallen into, Ty Guy Bryce, but easily. I remember I had about 2.5 years clean, and I had a wisdom tooth pulled. And, of course, they gave me some very strong painkillers as well. And, I remember after taking the 3rd pill, right? I was like, dude, you have to take this bottle and put it in the garbage disposal and chew it up, because if you don't, you're going to keep taking these things to help you, because they made me sleep so well. And sleep is a big problem for me. For you guys that don't know me, I have insane insomnia. And I was sleeping so well, taking those things. And, I just went to I put 1 pill out because I knew I was going to have it for the next day, because my jaw was still swollen and it was in a lot of pain. And, I flushed the other, I guess they were like 17 or 16 pills down the garbage disposal. Had to do the same thing. So I know where you're coming from, Bri. I understand. And it's a good decision. Deal with the pain a little bit more is better than falling back into that trap, because the outcome is going to be much, much worse. Thank you so much, Michael, for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Jeremy, you always have great content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that super chat. It means a lot, man. It goes a long way to help the channel. And to help me travel. I know I haven't been traveling a lot lately, but I've given you guys the reason why, and we're going to be traveling a lot more real soon. I assure you. Sass says, quit nicotine 545 days ago, even though it's generally acceptable. The struggle is real. Absolutely. Quitting nicotine, quitting doing anything that you're accustomed to doing. Anything that's habitual, any habitual action that you're accustomed to, or that your body is accustomed to getting and receiving, if you stop doing that, it's a challenge, bro. It's a challenge. It doesn't matter if it's smoking cigarettes, quitting smoking cigarettes. The same part of the brain that you activate when you do hard stuff is the same part of the brain that's activated when you do or when you smoke a cigarette. The only difference is you're getting a much smaller dose, right? But it's still accessing the same point. So with that being said, It's not easy because it's actually the same thing, just to a lesser degree. And I don't mean a lesser degree of how hard it is to quit. I mean a lesser degree of the amount that you're getting is what I'm saying. So good for you, man. 545 days. I stopped everything the same day. So I was smoking too. I used to smoke cigarettes, but I do not anymore, and I do not condone cigarette smoking because it's very, very, very bad for you. Well said, Anthony. Tommy says. John says, things over in Thailand must be quite a challenge. Bars everywhere. For me, it's really not. For me, I've been clean long enough that it's not. There's no. There's just no. There's no temptation there for me. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't find any interest in getting outside of myself anymore. Like, the only reason people either do drugs or drink is to change the way they feel. And they change the way they feel because they're insecure about them, because you feel weak and insecure as a person. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm speaking the truth. And in order to change that, that insecure feeling, we use other substances to, get us out of that zone. So that's why people do it. And it's hard to get out of that routine. It really is. Let's see. Anthony says, by the way, Ty says 3 weeks since it happened. Wow, man. Wish y'all the best. Anthony says, by the way, all you guys inspired me to open my own YouTube channel. Stay tuned. That's awesome, Anthony. I'm glad, man. I'm glad we could all be a part of that. Open your own YouTube channel, and when you get some videos on it, let me know. I'll give you a nice plug, man. And provided that the content is clean and good, I'll give you a nice plug on this channel, and hopefully help get you some people over there. No problem. Mario B says, good morning, Jeremy. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I hope you guys are. Stuck in Florida. He's talking to Sass. Mike, thanks again for the super chat. Very much appreciate that. Greg says, no time for the negative, focusing on the positive. Full-time job. Yes, it is. And so is YouTubing, by the way, I'm finding out. So, focusing on the positive is a full-time job, especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of negative people. You can be surrounded by negative people at work. You can be surrounded by negative people at, if you're going to school, you can be surrounded by negative people there. But negativity breeds negativity. The only way to break the cycle of being a negative person is to surround yourself with positive people. And that's a hard change to make, but it's the most rewarding. You take the 5 people that you hang around the most, their character, and you average them all together, and that's going to be who you are. Because we're all products of our environment. If you don't believe me, go jump in the dumpster, and eventually you'll start to smell like garbage. Okay, so if you hang around people that do things that you don't want to do, you shouldn't be around them. You're asking yourself, you're begging for disaster. That's what you're doing. Happy Dog, Michael, are you from Maryland? He's talking about Chug-a-lug. Dumb question, but does Thailand have AA meetings? Yes, they do. That's not a dumb question. Yes, they absolutely do. Charles says, good morning from East Side. I hate I missed you, man. I really hate I missed you so bad. Hopefully we'll get a chance to to meet up at some point. My plan is to eventually get to a point where, between this channel and my other endeavors that I'm working on, I can find myself financially independent on making content and selling digital products that are of value, not selling, how to become an expat or how to become this or that or whatever. I'm talking about something that Keytot says, are you sober 100%? Dude, you're either sober or you're not. Yes, 100%. I don't know what that means. Charles said, yeah, Charles, I'll try to get with you, man. Hopefully I won't have to work 9 to 5 forever, and I'll be able to move around Thailand a little bit more. Of course, I have to bounce in and out because of visa restrictions, but that's a whole nother thing. Sass says, stuck in Florida. I started when I was 10, quit when I was 59. Wow. Did you give up the gear? I don't know who he is or what he's talking about. Chuckalug says, good job at quitting. Too many. I agree. Cicada, why is coffee so expensive in Thailand? That's a good question. Probably it has to do something with they have to import it all, I think. I don't think they grow coffee beans here in Thailand. I'm not sure. Ty, do you know? I'm not sure. Scott says, hello from Southern California. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Anthony says, recently quit alcohol, sugar, tobacco, rice, pasta, bread, and all processed foods, semi-keto, and now live, I don't know what that is either. Keto says, I'm scared of flying. I need to get drunk to fly. No, you don't need to get drunk to fly. You need to face your fear and get outside your comfort zone. And once you fly one time and you're not drunk, then the next time you get on the airplane, you won't even think about getting drunk because you don't need to do that. If worst comes to worst and you're that baby, listen, I understand anxiety, okay, because that I've had an anxiety disorder my entire life. So if you want, if you're anxious and scared about getting on a plane and you want something to help you, go to your doctor and tell him your anxiety about getting on a flight, and he will give you something to help you with flying. I don't know what that something will be, but he will decide what's best for you. Anthony says, lost 20 kilos in 4 months and still going strong. Good for you, man. Billy, hey, Billy, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Tommy, thumbs up, everyone, as always. Aubrey says, hello. Hey, Aubrey, how are you? Cody Thompson, aloha from Hawaii. Hey, Cody. Anthony says, my channel concept is to spread joy and laughter and help poor people with dual purpose. That sounds amazing. And I may just go to your channel and subscribe. If I don't, remind me on a live chat or in a comment somewhere to check your channel out. I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with people plugging their channel in my comment section, so long as it's a good channel, a good place for me to allow somebody to plug it, that kind of thing. Greg says, good begets good. That's right. Good begets good. And good will always win, by the way. Happy Dog says, you can be surrounded by negative people. Just ignore the negative crap. Walk away. Well, by definition, that means you're not going to be surrounded by them if you walk away from them. So, yes, your statement is correct. I agree 100%. But you have to remove yourself from the situation. See, and Charlie, I don't know if you're still here or not, but you have two choices, right? You can either indulge or you can walk away. That's it. Those are your two choices. Thomas says, hello from Japan. Hello, Thomas. Hope you're enjoying Japan. That's some place I would love to go visit. Anthony says, realize we need more laughter in the world. We do need more laughter. We need much more laughter and much less hate and judgmentalness and lack of forgiveness, lack of empathy. We have to understand that we're all humans. We're all going to make mistakes. Things are not always going to go our way. And we need to be able to accept others that make those mistakes. You would be surprised at what I would be willing to accept in terms of people that have done me extremely wrong, caused harm, actually defamated me by legal definition. I would probably come to terms with those people just because there is no other power in this world stronger than forgiveness. I'm serious. I'm so just think of it. Look, chew on that one for a little bit. Green Army says, Ty is a good person to know. Yes. I enjoy Ty very much. He was my very first guest on my very first live stream, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that. So I appreciate him and him always popping on the channel and helping out always. Anthony says, thanks for inspiring me, all you guys in the community. We love inspiring people. Thomas says, CC was making on average 10,000 USD a month from YouTube. I don't know, man, because like I don't, unless I see it with my own eyes, I don't estimate other people's income like people do mine. I don't do that. Ewan says inspiration far outweighs perspiration. you mean like sweating? I'm not sure what that means. I'm sure you meant good by it, but I'm not exactly sure what that means. Happy Dog says coffee at Amazon coffee is still cheaper than Starbucks. Yes, thank you, Happy Dog. Whatever that means. OMAD, 1 meal a day. Oh, so you're doing like an intermittent fasting kind of thing. Okay, I got you, bud. I've actually thought about doing some of that, but for some reason it seems to. What did I do? Did I just turn the mic off? I hope I didn't. I just hit a button. Okay, but I hope that it does not do that. Wait, what happens if I turn the speakers off? Maybe I can hear. Can I hear myself in the head? Well, as long as you guys can hear me, I don't care. Okay, so we'll leave it where it is. Freddie. Hey, Freddie. What's up, JC? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Freddie, and thank you for your kind comment the other day. I still remember. Anthony says, if intermittent, intermittent fasting. Yeah, a lot of my friends in America are doing that right now, the intermittent fasting thing, and they seem to be doing very well with it. Young, hi, Young, love your channel. Thank you so much, very much appreciated, and I'm very glad you're here, especially if you love the channel. Ty says, in general, I never can pronounce this right. Arab Ika beans are grown in northern Thailand and Robusta beans in the south. I didn't know that. Thank you, Ty. So there's your question about the coffee. Robusta coffee Canifolia is grown chiefly in the provinces of Chumpton, Suratani, Nakhon, and I can't pronounce the rest of them. So there you go. Rupert says Thai coffee is rocket fuel. Yes, I do have to say that the level of caffeine that is in Thai coffee, like when I go to a Thai coffee shop and get some type of Thai coffee, it is usually very, very, very potent. Very potent. Mario MB says, any update as to what happened in Bangkok yesterday? Not good. I don't have anything. I'm gonna have to check it out, guys. I'll try to do a video for you later. Mike says I missed the white glasses. Me too, man. I put them on. They're polarized. If I put them on, I can't see the screen. Like I can't see any of the chats. Anthony says oils, olive, ghee, lard, coconut. Wow, cool. Steve F says, do more life, do more love, love more life. You couldn't have said it better, man. You could not have said it better. And that brings me to a little thing I wanted to say real quick also about these superhero expats. I look at people like Chuck and Paige. To me, they're superhero expats. They live their life with each other happily, and they do it respectfully, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I look at Ty as a vlogging superhero here in Thailand, because he knows what he's doing. He knows the game. He knows the people. He knows he knows who to talk to. But I very rarely hear him talking about other people. You see, the superhero thing actually kind of works, right? I don't have a chance to watch a lot of vloggers in Thailand. To be honest with you, I don't have time to watch a lot of vlogging, period. But these are just a couple examples of people that I consider heroes. We could do a whole show on zeros, but that would defeat my purpose because I don't like talking about people, especially people that I've never met or don't know. Let's see here. Where were we? What's your YouTube AdSense? Look, man, when I'm making money, when I'm making like good money on AdSense, I'll be glad to share that with you. Right now, it's just not important. It's not enough for me to live off of. I can assure you that. Freddie says, "Hey JC, where is the yellow bottle of tea?" It's in the fridge. I grabbed a Coke instead this morning, and I don't know why. I'm not sure yet. Yang says, "You do not make any video for apartment tour in Pattaya." That's because I don't live in Pattaya, and I have made a lot of videos on hotels and places that I've stayed in Pattaya. In fact, I have a playlist on that you're welcome to check out. And there's also a link in the description of this video with I believe it's to Agoda, I think, that will give you discounts on places. But I don't know if are you Thai, Young? Are you Thai or no? I don't know. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm just asking. Scott says, "Do you get a break from teaching job like summer break?" I do, but it's very few. Like last year, we got 14 days in October. This year, we're only going to get, I think, 11. It just keeps going down in terms of our days off and that kind of thing. Ty says, "Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore." That is just absolutely one of those that you got to send me on Messenger, Ty. I got to have that, man. Got to have that one for sure. That is, please send me that one on Messenger, because let me cut my phone down on silent here so it won't beep when you send it to me. But I got to have that one. That is so true, man. So true. So true. And do you ever notice that the weak people that seek revenge just wind up becoming weaker? Do you ever notice that? The people that seek the revenge and the animosity and they carry it around with them, they just become worse people and worse and worse and worse and worse until they eventually implode. That's what happens. Strong people forgive. It takes a strong person to forgive. I agree. And intelligent people ignore. That is so true, man. I love that. Thomas says, "This was not an estimate taken off of official YouTube document page. Have a nice day." This was not an estimate taken off official YouTube page. Thomas, did you just get mad at me and leave the chat? Because I think all I said was, I just don't believe it unless I see it myself. So, okay. Bye, man. I hope you have a good day. Sorry if I offended you. Tommy says, "Coffee is so good, but rarely free refills." That's true. Very rarely on free refills. Ralph says, "How much stronger can the bot get? Is it sustainable? Any concerns about this by expat friends? Tourism must be taking a hit." I'm planning on doing a video. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bangkok Jack, but he pulls a lot of his information from Bangkok Post. He's you can look at his website online. I'm gonna pick some information from him and do a video on that'll come out sometime soon. Tourism ain't looking good in Thailand, just to be honest with you, from the numbers. And the Thai bot is not going to weaken anytime soon. And I've been doing a lot of reading on this, and I could explain why to you, but I'm not an economist. So if you guys ask me a question, I may get like stuck on something, and I don't want to try to explain something that I'm not 100% sure of. Yes, it is a little bit of concern, but at the same time, since I work here and I make Thai bot, it's actually a good thing for me, right? So Chuckalug says, "Is big with diabetics?" Yes, it is. I'm not sure what that is you practice, Chuckalug. Scott says, "Totally agree." Ty Guy Bryce says, "Thumbs up and share, guys." Yeah, feel free to share the content, man, because August is that month. Let me tell you what August is. August is that month where you define what your year end is going to be like. Okay, because last year my year end was phenomenal in terms of the YouTube channel, and I I set that up in August and early September. I made some of the videos that made me, you know, quite a substantial bit amount of money um, in August and September, and I didn't release them until the time was right. And being patient when you have content for a content creator is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it paid off significantly. Significantly, my mouth is just so dry, guys. So sorry, but I didn't want to put in another cough drop for you guys. So, um, I'm preparing this month. I'm going to try to give you guys. Craig, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys don't know how much it means to me to get for you to spend your hard-earned money on this channel. That means that I am making valuable content that you guys believe in and that you guys feel is relevant, and you want me to continue to be able to do it, because the super chats and the PayPals and all that stuff, that is really how I actually fund this channel. And whatever's left out of AdSense, since that's not directly your penny, some of that goes into my life, and what's left goes into YouTube. Or let me rephrase that. Some of that goes into YouTube, and then what's left goes into my life, because the quote I read the other day that you guys put up here was, people get, or excuse me, the ending of it was, wealthy people invest and then spend what's left. Poor people spend and then invest what's left. So I've got this mindset now of investing. I'm gonna do a whole video on how depressing saving money has become for me, but the rewards, I think, will outweigh it very much. Let's see, stuck in Florida. I've been following Chuck and Paige since they were traveling around the U.S. Yeah, I haven't been following them that long, but Chuck gave some good info. What caught my the video that caught my eye was his tax video, and I kind of been watching them since then. So you know, I hope they think well of me, because I certainly think well of them. Tommy says Foreigner Joe is a good vlogger. I have not got to see Foreigner Joe yet. I have to check that out. Jim says the other JC is an expat superhero. Okay, we'll leave that at that. And Green Army, thumbs up. Anthony Clifton, I already do not expect to make money with my channel. My goal is to just add value to the world via YouTube and generate an instant income source for people struggling to make it. Then I got news for you. If you stick to that mindset right there, you'll make money anyway. I guarantee it. Azura, I live good over in the Philippines. My girl runs her food biz, and I stay at her sister's, who stays busy counting money from all her rental houses and apartments. Yeah, she can do that for sure. 6 months in the USA and 6 months in Manila. Cool, man. Anthony says oops, I had the wrong button. Hang on, guys. Anthony says, was so sad leaving USA, driving past multiple homeless camps in North Carolina. Yeah, it's bad. I have a friend that lives in California, and actually I have two friends that live in California, and they tell me how bad it can be from time to time, so I understand. Exiled, what's up? I got your comments this morning. I just haven't had a chance to answer them yet, so thank you for tuning in. I really greatly appreciate it. And I'm kind of glad that you've been bobbing around the channel here lately, because initially I thought you were a troll, but turns out you're not. So, or you certainly don't seem to be. And I appreciate you hanging around, and I'm actually enjoyed your comments. So thanks, man. And continue, please hang around. I like having your comments around. Bangkok Tube, is your AdSense over $100? Yes. It's over $100 every month. I've never made less than $100 a month. Fawad says, hello from Canada. Hope all is well, JC. Chad says, yo, JC. Exile is saying hello from Greenville again. Bangkok Tube, how long can I live in Thailand off $1 million baht? As long as it takes you to spend it. Cody in Texas. Hey, Cody, what's up, man? Glad you're here. Good to see you, bro. Happy Dog says you can live off that million until it runs out. Exactly. Craig, super chat's now showing up again in the feed, and I just want to say thank you again to Craig. Love you too, man, and really, I mean that, because your level of positivity, if people knew you and knew what you had been through, and then the level of positivity that you carry around with you every day, they would be astonished, mind blown, the whole 9 yards. You are such an inspiration to me, and not because you gave me $5. You're an inspiration to me because on some of my worst days, you put out some of the best content that doesn't even have anything to do with me, just a picture from the U.S. that has a nice caption or quote to it, and I feel better. And I thank you for that, bro. I really do. Mike says, "Hey Jeremy, hey Mike, Chug-a-Lug, does it really cost $25,000 per year to live in Thailand? I was thinking around $15,000 per year. Again, how much do you want to spend to live here? That's how much it costs." And Happy Dog's going to agree with me. Bangkok Tube says, "I think 36.5 baht is enough for a year in Thailand. That's 1,000 baht a day. I could live off half." Then there you go. If you know what your budget is, then you know what the answer is. Let's see. APG guy, are Caucasians treated better than others? We don't talk about race on here, and we don't talk about anything that has to do with racial slurs or anything like that. I know that's not a slur, but I'm removing your comment because we just don't talk about stuff like that on here. There are certainly different races that come to Thailand, and I would say that all races are treated a little bit differently. Fabe says Chuck and Paige and also Foreigner Joe are a great channel. I have to check out this Foreigner Joe guy because I haven't really had a chance to see him. Not anything against him at all. He hadn't shown up on like my to watch list or whatever YouTube's calling it these days. They change so much. Let's see. Joe says, "What does he do for a living in Thailand again?" Sorry. Who are you talking about, Joe? Are you talking about me? I'm a English teacher. Robert says, "Hey, now I haven't seen your channel in a long time. Is YouTube hiding your channel?" YouTube's done something to my channel. I don't know what. They say they haven't, but they have. The last month, the tail end of the month was looking good, and then the views just went. They just dropped, and it wasn't because of the content. I don't believe. I don't think so. I don't think the content lacked, a lot of good stuff, but it did make me reevaluate the content that I will put out this month and in the months to come for sure. So it's actually a good thing that they, hit me with a brick. It's okay. Still made a decent AdSense revenue last month. So as long as I can make what I made last month, or even $100 less than I made last month, I'm still doing good by my terms. Let's see. Bangkok 2 says 365,000 Thai baht per year, enough for 1 year in Thailand. Even half that, I have no idea, man. It depends completely on your spending habits. Greg says video and becoming now appears a little hazy, like maybe lagging or buffering. It may be lagging or buffering for sure. It could be, and it will go away eventually because we're getting. Let me see what kind of speed we're getting right now. Yeah, we're getting plenty of speed, so it's probably a YouTube thing. Paul says, "Hey Jay, hey Paul, good to see you, man." Batch Draw says, "The only reason to visit Thailand for me, it's all freedom here. There is a lot of freedom, but there's a lot of red tape if you are going to stay here long term. So if you're a vacationer, you got it made." Mark says, "Boston's not bad." Mark says, "If you stay at," I don't know what that means. Okay. Mike Snyder says, "Hey JC, hey Mike, good to see you, man. I love your videos. Which way is best for me to send money to you to get the most bang? The GoFundMe, the guy started it for you, PayPal, or Super Chat? Please let me know. Well, percentage wise, probably I would think PayPal would be that I get the actual most of it, but I'm not 100% if GoFundMe has changed their percentage. So if GoFundMe has lessened their percentage than less than 3%, then GoFundMe would be the way to get it there. And I'm definitely looking forward to that camera. I'm going to get that camera one way or the other. So the fact that a guy that I only had one conversation with one time that's been subscribed to my channel for so long and decided to set up a GoFundMe for a camera is just it's mind blowing. It really is. So PayPal is always the way to get it to me. I don't know. Super Chat does take a cut. YouTube takes, I think, a 30% cut of Super Chat, but it does all show up at the end of the month. And I thank you guys very, very much for the Super Chat, because it lets me know that you are indeed engaged in the channel and you enjoy the content. So I appreciate that very much. I hope that answers your question, Mike. If not, you can message me personally and I'll be more than happy to help. But thanks. That's a very good question. And if you guys that want to contribute, if you want to make sure that your money is only going for the new camera, then go to the GoFundMe. Alan, what's up, Alan? Hi, Jeremy, just signed in. All my best. Keep up the great videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Paul, $4 super chat. Thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that, man. Always hitting off with a little with a little something, and I really appreciate that. Those things go a long way. People don't understand. I try to talk too fast. People don't understand that these $4, $5, if you get $5 super chats in a video, then that's $20. That's $20. That's a lot of money for a small creator like myself. That's a lot of money. If you get and you happen to get somebody that gives you a $10 super chat on top of that, then you've made $30 for the day, and your day is set in terms of AdSense revenue, because if you make between $30 and $50 a day on AdSense, you're good. Like you're good. You're good. You're really good. My goal is to make consistently $100 a day on AdSense, just AdSense by itself. And when I do that, there will be no more 9-to-5 job for me, and you guys will get content all the time. And I'll be out of work. I won't have the 9-to-5 restrictions. I'll be going to Vietnam. I'll be going to Malaysia. I'll be going to Cambodia. I'll be going to other places, and that's where we're trying to get to, but it's going to take time and patience. Craig says, respect to you, my brother. Same to you, man. Jay McNutley says, hello, Jeremy. I always like to watch your videos. I appreciate your good work. Thank you so much, Jay. I really appreciate all this encouragement I'm getting today for sure. James says, first live stream, big fan of your channel. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. Glad to have you here for sure. Happy Dog says, if you rent an apartment, don't travel outside the city you live, no drink, no smoke, and no girls, then 1,000 baht a day is doable. Oh, he's talking about the budget again. Joe Dana says, dream life for a single man. I hit lotto. I'm coming. Okay. Green Army says, enjoying the live stream. Good. I'm glad you guys are. Happy Dog says, Mark, many Thais live off even less. That's true. Thais live off a lot less. As a Westerner, we get the money hungry stuff, right? That's what happens to us. Donnie, hey Donnie, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. So this chat kind of turned away from the superhero thing into the let's stay sober. We covered a whole lot on this chat, and I think we're going to keep going. We have 88 people watching, and for me, that's enough to keep going. So you guys want to put something in the comments? Go ahead. In fact, I'm going to get my green tea and give you guys a chance to think about that. 1 second. I love this stuff. That tea is literally the best tea I've ever had in my life. Let's go down here. Hey, Morton. Alan says YouTube can manipulate preferences and drop your views rate if that's what they want. That's a common thing. Don't ask me why they do it. You're 100% right. And I looked at the impressions versus the CTR for last month. Usually my CTR is about 4.1 to 4.7%. And that's the click-through rate. That means for the impressions served by YouTube, whether it be in suggested videos or on a homepage or whatever the case may be, or in the up next column, that's how the percentage, the CTR is the percentage of people that actually click on the video once they've been served, once they can see the video. And so it's usually up in the 4.4 is about average. Last month it was 3.7. And something's fishy about that to me because that's a huge, huge drop. Bangkok Tube says, is English teaching a good job or a boring job? It's a great job. I love it. Very fulfilling. Very fulfilling. It would probably be most fulfilling if you had great coworkers to work with. And I have some great coworkers to work with, but the kids are where you find the real happiness and joy, because you start building bonds with these kids. And I don't mean anything crazy when I say bonds. I mean, you build like small sort of friendships with them. And, they start trusting you and they want to know what to do about, life in general and that kind of thing. And it's really, really rewarding, guys. It really is. Let's see. Charlotte, hi from New Zealand. Love your channel. Thank you guys so much for all the positive comments today. I'm really, really, really excited. Praro Matt says, hi, Jeremy. Hello to you, sir. Mark says, JC top Giza 50K a month is unsustainable, though minimum. Top Giza? Not sure what you mean by that. Paul Price says, how much is the camera cost? $1,700. And the good news is I already have a lens for it because it's another Olympus camera. It's actually the Olympus Em1 Mark II. And if you guys want to go check it out, you're welcome to go look at it, and you will see why it is the perfect vlogging camera, because I can handhold it and it has 5.5 stops of 5-axis image stabilization on the sensor. It's not optical. The sensor actually moves. It is incredible. If you see the shot, the last video that I did, like I was telling some guys earlier, I did that all handheld with the baby brother of the camera that I'm trying to get. The one that, this camera is so old. This is the one I used in the Philippines, and you have to take the battery out every time you want to turn it off because the on and off switch is broken. And yet it still functions properly. The only thing it doesn't do is turn on and off. And it has a variety of just really, really cool stuff that comes with it. There are some things you give up on a Micro Four Thirds camera like this, but I'm not going to talk a bunch of photography to you guys. Fred says, can I buy a condo and rent it out for profit in this country while living in the U.S.? Do you see opportunity for this now, especially consider lower tourism? Possibly. You can't own the land. You can own the condo, I believe. I think maybe Happy Dog and maybe a few other people on here would be better. Probably Ty would be better to answer that question for you. Ty Guy Bra says, at the moment, I only get to Thailand twice a year, 25 days each time due to work and family. Hey, at least you get here, man. That's the main thing. Mike says, I'm going to throw a little bit PayPal your way and send a little GoFundMe also just to cover both bases. Well, Mike, I love you and I appreciate you for it, brother. I really, 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 really do. I thank you for it. I really do. And I'm looking, I really thank you for it, Mike. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you. James says, "What's up, JC?" And what is up to Mr. James? Good to see you, Jim. I call him Jim, but he's gone back to his full-fledged government name of James, which is all good. Greg says, "Quality work, brother. Keep it up. Got to go. Peace." All right, Greg, you have a good one, man. Sammy from Alabama, love your channel, Jeremy. Wholesome and family oriented, and lots of advice and tips in Thailand. I try, man. I do my best. Thank you for acknowledging that. I really appreciate it. Thai Guy Bryce says, I have just come back from Thailand 4 weeks ago, then had my accident. A week after I landed, I spent a lot of my time in Korat and Bangkok and Yuban. Interesting. I want to go to Korat. I've heard that it's a pretty decent place. I've never been, but I'm thinking about going. Robert says, do you prefer money from your super chat or someone buying from your store, shirts and things? It really doesn't matter to me. I would like to see someone buy from my Teespring store because I would like to see people buy it and wear it. It depends. If you're going to buy it from my Teespring store, the profit is so little. Like the Teespring store is made to get the brand awareness out because I own the trademark for DoMoreLife. Okay. So I own 2 trademarks for DoMoreLife. So getting the brand out there is just as important to me as having the money now. But at the same time, without the money now, I can't do some of the things I want to do. So really, it's a toss up. It's a win-win either way for me. But that is an excellent question. I always tell people if they believe in DoMoreLife, buy a shirt and wear it. People will probably ask you questions about it, and that's a good way to promote the brand itself. That was a good question, Robert. James says, random question, are venomous snakes a big issue there? I have not had a problem with snakes myself, but then again, I haven't been out in like the jungle either. Bangkok Tube says, Jeremy loves his sugar. I have no idea what that he's talking about. Jay McNully says, I have heard a lot in the last few days about the value of the UK currency dropping there in relation. Yeah, it's plummeting, man. With the whole Brexit thing, it's like it's doing a nosedive. I don't know about the US dollar value there. Any insight on the current situation? The insight on the current situation of the US dollar is it's doing the same thing everything else is doing. It's losing value. Happy Dog says, I normally don't promote other vloggers, but the Good Farang is another superhero. Yeah, I haven't seen him either. But I would certainly watch him based on your recommendation. Mark Hanley says, look after your health and mentality in Thailand, self to yourself, then you'll survive. That's very true, Mark. You make a good point. Keith Ball, what age of kids do you teach? High school. James says, hey guys, make sure we all go and hit that thumbs up button for Jeremy. And one more thing, guys, let's just take a few seconds out of our day and share a video of Jeremy's. See, James, it says James Pelt. I call him Jim. He knows the deal, right? You share the videos that you really like. And if you share the videos that you really like, or you share the video to somebody else's Facebook page that you know wants to see this kind of content, it doesn't have to be this video, any of my videos. I got almost 600 videos out there, guys. So I'm sure out of one of them, you could find one that's good and that you could share. And that is the name of the game, because that is how the channel grows. Excellent suggestion, Jim. I really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. Rob says 2 days ago it was 30.74 baht to the dollar. That sounds about right. It's gone down from about 31.5 to 32-ish since I've been here over the last year and a few months. Alan says, if you choose to life, I think he meant live, a comfortable Western lifestyle in Thailand or anywhere in Southeast Asia, then budget at least 75% of what it costs you at home, and you should be fine. That's great, man. That's a great way of looking at it. Happy Dog will tell you to budget 60%, but if you budget 75, then you're definitely going to be in the safe zone. Happy Dog says, James, I have snakes all the time in my land. They're just rat snakes, not poisonous. Very rare you hear about someone being bit by a snake here. There you go. And Happy Dog's been here a long time, so he knows. Paul says, I'm a pediatric nurse for 25 years. The kids, especially the males, need a wholesome, positive male image. Thank you for doing that. You improve the whole world when you do. Love you, bro. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that comment very, 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 very much. Mark says 50K JC minimum per month, my brother. You mean 50,000 baht? Yeah, I would say 50,000 baht would be that would be a good foundation of lifestyle. Fortunately for me, my teaching salary is not even close to that. But fortunately for me, I have a couple side endeavors that are working right now. One of which, of course, is YouTube. That helps lift that up. I make probably, I don't know, maybe 40-ish a month, something like that. 42, 3, maybe at the most. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I because I do the opposite, right? I invest first and then spend what's left. So I invest in whatever I'm going to, and then take a percentage of what I made, the percentage that I know I'll be able to live off of, and I keep that to spend the rest of the month. Now, Morton says, do you know if it makes any difference if I see the whole commercial or skip it? Yes, I do know, but I cannot tell you because that could literally get my channel taken down. Sorry, Morton. You have to. I'm not even going to tell you to message me privately. I'm just going to tell you to ask somebody that knows. Mark says, don't buy, rent only. Well, if you're not going to buy, then you're not going to make any long-term money off of because I know you can sublet here. And if you're renting, then that means you're not planning on staying. So, however, if you are not planning on staying in one spot, then by all means, rent. Renting is not a bad idea. Anthony says, then I learned from you that you do not drink. I said to myself, now here's a guy who is going to make it living in Thailand. There you go. There you go. It's all about priorities, man. Ashley Campbell says, I'm not your normal type of sub, but I love your videos where you walk around and show neighborhoods. Let's see some more. I can do that, Ashley. No problem. I think Paul typed the same message twice there. Oops. Ty says, Fred, you can, if you have the correct commercial structure in place, search for and learn how to vet the right property business lawyer for help. Good point. Mark says, nothing in Karat better, and I don't know how to say that. Ed, what's up, man? Ed from the Philippines. Ed Lippett, Mr. Lippett in the house. Good to see you, brother. I hadn't seen you in a long time. Real good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well over there. My love to Chris and Aloe and all the crazy people. Green Army says, people like your T-shirt when I wear it. That's good, Green Army, because if they ask you about it, you can tell them where it came from and why and the story around. So that's pretty good. Lefty all around, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Hello, Jeremy. Where you been? I've been around, man. Still making videos, still doing the same thing. Trying my best to just get things done one day at a time. That's all I can do. Lefty says, Mark says 40K, 40K doable, JC, when you live the normal life. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. I mean, I'm living it. I'm doable. Ed says, getting ready to make a trip to the States at the end of the month. Well, good luck, Ed. I hope everything works out for you, bud. And please tell my beloved America that I said hello, and I will see it at some point in the future. But got things to do in Thailand first. But I absolutely, really, truly, sometimes miss America for different reasons. Cody says, helmet cam ride bids are cool too, especially the back roads. I definitely need to do some of those, Cody. You're right. You're absolutely right. I do have a GoPro and I do have an attachment, so I need to do that. Key Toot says, do you lack self-confidence? Sometimes. Yeah. I do. Sure. Lacking self confidence and self esteem is something that um, drove me to being the person that I was. However, my self awareness has become so good that my self confidence is not really a problem anymore. It's just more I am a apprehensive. I want more faster now. I want things. Uh, don't fiddle with the mic. Okay, sorry, Ty. Um, yeah. So, do you like self confidence? Sure, like everybody else, from time to time. Mike Snyder says, "Have a good day, JC. Have to go work to pay the bills." I hear you, brother. I hear you. Be safe at work, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day, my friend. And thank you for dropping by. And looking forward to seeing all your. Uh, I don't know how to say it. Looking forward to see your help. Alan says, "But take care, Mike. Appreciate it." Alan says, "Did you end up buying a drone?" If so, no. I did not buy a drone, but I am hopefully going to have a friend here shortly, and we're going to shoot some drone footage, and that is going to be what I hope will be amazing because he has like the Mac Daddy DJI drone. It's like bigger than the it's like the biggest Phantom you can get or something. It's almost as big as an Inspire. I'll put it to you that way. It's a step down from the Inspire. Jay says, "I hope that you might interview one of your English students so that we could enjoy hearing from them." I can't do that because they're all technically underage. I can't do that, and even if I could, the school will not let me. I already asked about that. I had an idea to do that, Jay. So I'm very, very sorry about that, bud. Mark says, "JC, tell everyone your football team's Manchester United." Okay, my football team is Manchester United, and when he says football, he's talking about soccer. So I don't watch soccer, therefore, sure, Manchester United. Key Toot says, "You come across as a confident person, English teaching and YouTube and takes balls." Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is you have to step on fear's throat. Okay, you can't. That's where pushing myself beyond my limits is how I get to be a better person. Is how I get to build that self confidence. When I make a mistake or when I taking risk is the best thing in the world to build self confidence because even if you mess totally up, make a big mistake, you learn from it, and that's important. That's important that you learn from it. As you learn from that mistake, then the next time you'll know what you need to do and what not to do, right? So keeping my confidence up is not really much of an issue anymore. But from time to time, yeah, sure, I struggle from self confidence. Like, last month wasn't as good on YouTube as most of the months I've had. However, I let it affect me a little bit and my self confidence. I thought, man, am I declining? Am I doing something wrong? Am I is my fan base dwindling? Is this a YouTube problem? I know they just made some changes to the algorithm. And then I do this live stream and I've got, I think we had like almost 90 people watching at one time. And you guys are just laying it out about how much you appreciate the channel. There's super chats. There's people talking about helping out with the camera deal. There's people talking about helping out with the channel. And, so no, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm going to continue to be my authentic self. If I'm anybody other than my authentic self, it will show through. I will show through as a fake, and I am not a fake. What you see is what you get. That's it. But that's a good statement. Key to it. Very good statement. Footballs aren't round, LOL. I hear you, B. I agree with you, too. Mark says, "Have a good one, JC. Have a good day, brother." You too, man. Nelson, what's up, bro? What's up, Nelson? Hope you're doing good, man. Mark says, "Thumbs up, JC, Manchester United." Okay. But Nelson, it's good to see you, man. Really good to see you drop by a live stream. Stuck in Florida says, "Nothing ventured, nothing gained." And that is absolutely 100% true. David says, "You're great, man. Thanks. I appreciate that." Nelson says, "Thank you, bro." Nelson, are you coming? Well, I can't ask you that. Let me just say that I miss you, bro. Exiled, are you a Carolina Panthers fan? Am I a white guy? Of course I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. That was a bad joke. That was a really, really bad joke. Sorry, Ty. I'm fiddling with the mic again. I'm stopping. Yes, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I got about 5 hours of sleep last night, in case you guys are wondering why I'm like half dead. David says, hi, Jeremy. Hi, David. Freddie says, JC, you will be doing a video about the strength of the baht against the US dollar and why is it happening and how does it affect the tourists and those thinking of spending time out there? Absolutely. It's on my list. I actually have right here beside me, I have 11 videos now scheduled to shoot this month. I don't know that I'll get them all out this month, but I have 11 videos to shoot. Alan says, so when are you not working or doing videos? What other hobbies or interests keep you occupied? Nothing. There's nothing. I don't do anything else. If I'm not working on YouTube, working on Project 1, working on Project 2, then I'm not doing anything. Project 1 and Project 2 are my side things that I do. And the reason I call them Project 1 and Project 2 is because everybody just doesn't need to know everything. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm doing anything illegal. Doesn't mean I'm doing anything that I shouldn't be doing. Doesn't mean I'm up to some kind of building a secret weapon or anything like that. It's just I call them Project 1 and Project 2. When they work out, okay, actually there's Project 3 because for those of you that don't know, I bought the domain DoMoreLife.net. And building that website is becoming a priority. So there's actually 3 projects I'm working on now. Alan says, oh, that's what I just read. Paul, hey, Paul, what's up, man? I know the biggest expat superhero here. He's a writer in World War II, Howard Steffens. I haven't heard of Howard, Paul, but I'll look him up just because you said that. Morton says, I'm surprised at how good that microphone is. So am I. You guys think it's great. I'm like, wow, this is wonderful. Freddie says, looking forward to them, JC. Thanks. Of course. Troy says, good day all morning. Donald says, I love this site. Prep for it. Just heading to work. Great info again. Thank you, brother. You are more than welcome. Prep for it. Hope you have it will be night for you, I would assume, at work. Freddie says, JC, how's Ross doing? Haven't seen him in a while. He is doing great. Ross is a good friend. That's all I'm going to say about Ross, other than he's doing great. He's a good friend, and I'm really grateful for that guy because he got me through a tough time. He didn't do anything financially to get me through a tough time. He helped me grow as a human being in order to show myself how to get through a tough time. In other words, you know how you guys say, give a man a cooked fish and he'll eat for one day. Teach a man how to fish and he'll never go hungry. That's what Ross did. Ross taught me how to fish, and I am forever and ever grateful for that. He and his family are some of the most amazing people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I'm very thankful for them. Very thankful for them. Alan says, perhaps you should take up snake wrangling, elephant training, or hook up with a local. They all have the same potential danger. That's a great comment, Alan. I love that, buddy. That's good, man. I like that. I'm actually on the market. So, I'm looking for somebody to date. The problem is finding somebody that wants the same things that I want in life. Not the exact same things, but somebody that's willing to travel, somebody that's ambitious, somebody that understands that they're going to have to spend their next 5 years either working for themselves to help build themselves a base business, or helping me build my base business and us being a team and working together, because I'm a patient guy who is going to do this until it works. That's it. That's my new motto. I'm going to do it until it works. Stuck in Florida says, Ross seemed like a really great guy with lots of information. Yeah, he's got a lot of information, man. A lot of information filled with it. And I love hanging out with him, not just because of that, but because he has so much information. Donald says, I want to sell out and sorry guys, got a couple things on my post there. Okay, so where was that? Donald says, I want to sell out and go there by 2021. You're my hero. Thanks, Donald. You can always pick up a job here teaching, man. You can pick up a job here doing other things too, but you need to go to thaivisa.com and read. I think there are like something like 23 to 26, something like that, jobs that a foreigner cannot do, period, no matter what. Stay away from that, and you can apply for pretty much any kind of job. And then the job will apply for the non-B visa for you. You'll make a visa run out of the country, get your non-B visa. Then you will come back. That'll be a 90-day non-B visa. You will come back in the country and you will go to work, and they will get you a work permit, or they will apply for you a work permit through the Ministry of Labor. And then the Ministry of Labor will decide whether or not they give you the work permit, and most likely that they will if everything is legit. So they will give you the work permit, and then you will go on either another visa run or your company will do it for you, and you will get a 1-year non-B visa. And you will have non-B visa and work permit status in the Kingdom of Thailand, and you will be good to go. Let's see. Stuck in Florida says, I have already asked JC if he wanted to go snake hunt. No, man. No snakes. Go More Hike says, yeah, I like the nature videos you did with Ross. I know you do, man, because that's all you do. By the way, Go More Hike has a channel. You guys want to go over and check it out. He does some really interesting stuff, and he's just getting started with his channel. But if you like nature, that is the channel to check out, no doubt. Tommy says, someone like Sai. Yeah, that would be real nice. I think she's probably or not her particularly, but Adam is a friend of mine, so we're not even talking about that. But someone like her would probably be a little bit out of my league. Maybe. I don't know. Mana says, what's the better place for a trip, Phuket or Samui? Never been to either one. Couldn't tell you. I'm so sorry. But I will get there eventually. Paul says the dating thing is about finding someone with the same philosophy as... Whoa. What just happened? Rupert sent 50 pounds. Is that 50 pounds? Rupert, did you just send 50 pounds? That is a ton of money, man. Wow. That's what it says. I'm going to let you confirm it, okay? I'll let you confirm it. That is a ton of money. If that's true, thank you so much. So much. Like, oh my God. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you. Let me go back to the chat for a second. I'm like overwhelmed here. Just give me a minute, guys. Let's see. Respect to Ross, definitely. Paul said the dating thing is about finding someone with the same life philosophy as you. Hard to do, yes, very hard to do. Alan says, don't rate yourself too low for a local. You're a good catch. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate that. And I'm not trying. That goes back to that self-confidence thing. See, that's where I got to get over that hump. As in, why do I automatically think that somebody is out of my league? Why do I automatically think that? I shouldn't. So you bring out a very, very good point, Alan, and thank you for doing so. I really appreciate it. Mark says, JC, stay away from the gals for a year or two. I stayed away from the gals for 7 years in America when I first decided I was going to change my life around. And when I came to Thailand, I dated a couple girls, and I plan now, since I've been here 16 months, I have no problem with dating. I just haven't I haven't gotten on a website yet and put a profile up and all that stuff. I guess I probably need to do that just at some point. The 333 theory. Hey there, Jeremy. Any way we could see monthly rental houses on the road fronts under 400 a month USD, single story if possible? Very curious about living in Thailand. America's kind of going downhill. I understand. Yes, there is a possibility I could do that. That's actually not bad. Are you wanting me to go and show you those? Because it's very hard to just show off an apartment here in Thailand. However, I can do some research for you and tell you where some of those are. And on some of my trips back and forth to different places, there are some rentals for much less than $400 a month. So I will let me put that on my notes real quick. Rentals under 400. Why is my pen not writing? Rentals under 400. Okay. I'll make a note of it, man. See what I can do for you. Love the videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Jim said, let's see. Love the videos, man. The 333 theory says, Jim Barr says, was your passport ever out of your possession while your paperwork was getting done? Yes, it was. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. Thanks again for the incredible super chat there. I have to assume it's real, so I just want to say thank you so much. Happy Dog says Samui. Yeah, he has some experience in Samui. I think he loved it, to be honest with you. Mark says, still think Laos is better than Thailand. Worked there for 3 years, far better option. You might be right, Mark. That's a country that I've only been to one time, and it was on a visa run, so I only got to see Savannakhet. I didn't get to see any other parts of it, but it didn't look bad. I mean, it was occupied by the French. There was a lot of French architecture there, and there was a lot of very interesting things there. I took some pictures. If you want to go to my Instagram is Jeremy Jeremy .Clodfelter. Yeah, that's my Instagram. It's actually in the link of this under this video. So if you want to go to my Instagram, you can see a few of the pictures I took while I was there. I didn't take that many. Mark, okay, Jim says, period. Mana, money for jam. I don't know what jam means, but money, that I can guarantee you where that money's going. That money's going into making sure that we continue the camera growth, because camera growth is a big deal. Definitely. The reason I say that, guys, is because I can't make you understand how much of a big deal getting this camera is, because it will literally do everything that I need it to do, with the exception of shoot high quality pictures in low light. And that's only because it's a Micro Four Third. It's light. I only need one lens to shoot anything I want to shoot. I can carry one camera, one lens, and one flash, and that's it. I don't need anything else. Nothing. And my mic, of course, I have a little Rode Micro that does just fine. That's what you always hear the audio out of. So, I mean, I can't stress the importance of it, but it's not up to you to make it happen. It's up to me to make it happen. And certainly, I didn't ask for the GoFundMe. So, I just think it's incredible that you guys were willing to, help like that. And I love it. I just love it. I thank you so much for it. Jim says, there you go. I fixed it. How about that? Okay. Let's see. Freddie says, I thought they were cracking down on those doing visa runs. I heard it's getting a bit difficult. Yeah. So it is. It's much different, and they're cracking down. But mostly, what they're cracking down on is the tourist visas, like the back-to-back tourist visas, Freddie. So if you stay here for 60 days on your tourist visa, and then you extend it to 90 in country, and then you go out of the country for a day and apply for another tourist visa back to back, you'll probably get it probably if it's your first time doing that. But the law that I read, I'm not saying this is still the law because this was about like 8 months ago, but the law that I read said the tourist visa should allow you to stay in Thailand. It should allow you to stay in Thailand up to six calendar months a year, or 180 days, basically. No, not 180 days. 6 calendar months in a year. But the kind of kicker to that is, how long are they going to let you do that if you've been coming in and out of the country? That's the thing. And you must remember, it does not matter what the law says. It is up to the immigration officer himself. Okay. It is up to the immigration officer himself or herself that you have to deal with when you come through customs. If they say you're not coming, you're not coming. There's no appealing it. If they say you can come through, then you can come through. I know people that have gone out and got 3 tourist visas in a row and come back in. And I know people that have gotten one, and on their second one, they didn't let them back in for whatever reason. So it really ultimately at the end of the day depends on, do you have your documents in order? What is your reason for being in Thailand? If you're on a tourist visa, then presumably you're here to be a tourist, not live here. That's the whole point of a tourist visa. So that's what the immigration officer is going to look at. I really hope that helps answer your question. Alan says, Rupert, shout out from Jeremy supporters. You just made his day. Yeah, he really has no idea how much he just made my day, by the way. I am overwhelmed, and not just him, but everybody that contributed something, made my day. Really, because knowing that you guys still find that value is incredible. And we've been going for I've never had a live stream for an hour and a half, and we still have 78 people watching. That's incredible. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Paul says Wolf Den is his publishing company. He's written many books on Thailand and Southeast Asia, as well as China and Paris. He actually knew Hemingway. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. I'll definitely check him out for sure. Says he wrote. Hang on, I lost my place. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Ty, thank you for throwing my Instagram link up there. I'm way behind in comments, so thank you, bro. Good God, I'm way behind in comments. Paul says he wrote his first book, Who Needs a Road, about his around the world tour in a Jeep, and after seeing practically every country in the world, he settled where else but Thailand. That is cool, man. That's cool. Green Army says, I like the possibility, so do I. Alan says, just don't expect to find the love of your life. And yeah, definitely not. We've talked about that many times. Definitely not. Tommy Jones says 50 pounds equals $60. That is absolutely just phenomenally incredible. And I can't thank you enough for it, man. I really can't. Green Army says positive view. Yes, definitely positive view. Captain Moose, here is confidence. I am 6 feet, 350 pounds. My wife is a former model, 5 foot, 215 pounds. You got this. That's awesome, Captain. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That is a good vote of confidence, man. And it happens all the time. We just don't realize it. You see some not so attractive people with some very attractive people. And it's for all kinds of different reasons, because ultimately at the end of the day, you have to live with that person for a long time. So if the beauty on the inside doesn't match the beauty on the outside, or what you're attracted to on the outside doesn't match what you're attracted to on the inside, it's not going to matter anyway, because it's not going to last. Daniel, hey man, got a lot for $400 a month. Get a lot for $400 a month. I thought about that, but it's going to take. I got a lot of projects going on right now, and that's something I'm going to be talking to someone about very shortly. Jim says, what was that apartment rental site you mentioned way back for Cheap Charlie Apartments? I don't remember, Jim. I'm sorry. I have to wait till the video's over and go back and check it out. I'm so sorry, man. I don't remember. Let's see. Happy Dog says, wife and both love Samui, lived there 2 years. Thai Guy Bry says, try Myanmar, very nice place. I've heard that. I also heard that is it there that there's a lot of crime going on right now, or is it Burma? I can't remember. Geo Max says, can we see a video of your apartment? No, because it's messy. Not for any other reason, just because it's messy. Go More Hike says, I would say Myanmar is too dangerous. Yeah, so it must be Myanmar that's having a crime problem right now. What lens, prime or a small zoom lens? For me or for you? Sorry, fiddling with the mic again. Are you talking about for the camera? It's a micro four thirds camera. It's a 12 to 40. Let me explain what that means. Anytime you get below a 35 millimeter full frame lens, you're going to have a crop factor. Like the crop factor on Nikon's 1.5, crop factor on the APS-C size sensors in Nikon's are 1.5, the APS-C sensors in Canon are 1.6, and the micro four third cameras are all 2 times crop factor. So at 12 millimeters, I'm getting a 24 millimeter equivalent on a full frame camera. At 40 millimeters, I'm getting an 80 millimeter full frame equivalent on the camera. Does that make sense? So at 7 millimeters, so if I were to take my camera and put or to get this new camera and to put my lens on it and turn it to 12 millimeters and then take a full frame camera I don't know, one of Canon's new full frame mirrors, the Canon R, right, or the Canon RP, and then take a 24 millimeter prime lens and put it on there, you would see the exact same. What am I trying to say? The exact same composition, because it is the exact same. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the exact same. Not depth of field. It's the exact same width, like width of the picture. You're seeing a 24 millimeter image. So I hope that makes sense. So my zoom lens is a 12 to 40. Let's see here. I'm getting way behind again. Been once, wasn't that bad, but I could have been lucky. Instagram link. Love the info, JC. Thanks so much, Steve. I appreciate it. Don't go to Popia. I'm not for a visa run. I don't have to do visa runs anymore, guys. On the just so you know, I won't go there. But if I hear the name, the non-B visa, they do it in country for me. I don't have to do it. I don't have to make a visa run as long as I'm on a non-B. The only time I would have to make a non-B visa run is if I change schools. Then I would have to put it out there. Let's see here. Freddie says, if you pass a $20 to the officer, does it raise your chances, or will you be arrested for bribe? Depends on the officer. I wouldn't risk it. That's a fair question. Nelson says, take care, Jeremy. I have to go back to work. I was only on my lunch break. All right, Nelson, you take care, brother. HT, always great information. You're welcome, man. Ketot says, that's the location. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Donald says, how hard is it to get citizenship there? I don't mean to laugh. Go to Integrity Legal and look at permanent residence. Just type in their search function, how to get permanent residency, and how to get citizenship in Thailand. It's hard and very expensive. That's the 2 basic points I want to make. But they can tell you they're a legal firm. Cambodia border. Okay, I got you. Jim says, I fixed the name. You did not even catch it. Did you? LOL. Yeah, I just called you Jim. Rob says, there are 2 tourist visas. One is 60 days plus 30-day extension with one-time entry. The other is 6 months of multiple entry. You must leave, then come back. Can be worked into 9 months if turned right. I take Rob's word for that, but I'm to the best of my knowledge, they've done away with the multiple entry visa. I don't think you can get that anymore. However, I could be wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, Rob, not at all. But to my knowledge, there is no multi-entry tourist visa anymore. I don't think. If there is, please correct me, and I will gladly stand corrected. No problem. Mark says 3 hours from Bangkok. Okay. Ty says hotel and resort reviews. Yes. In the description of this video, do not forget, guys, if you're coming to Thailand and you want to stay mostly in the Pattaya area, I've done a lot, and some down toward the Rayong area. If you want to stay in any apartments I've stayed and reviewed, you can go to the DoMoreLife hotels. There's a bit.ly link down there. You can check it out. You can see my reviews, the videos on them, and feel free to go through that link. That is not a kickback link for me, but it is a kickback link for the person that designed it, and they deserve the kickback. So book it through that link, and I guarantee you'll get the lowest price because the guy that designed it for me is a super, I don't know how to explain it. He's at the highest tier of the lowest cost that you can get. In other words, so he's going to get you the best deal. Please check that link out. It's very important. Billy says you are a very positive person. That's great. Thanks, Billy. I try, man. I really do. Alan says I had a casino showgirl and a glamour model get into a physical fight over me in Manila, and I'm as ugly as a sack full of armadillos. You can find a pretty girl there. Just be careful betting them out. I hear you, Alan. Thank you for the vote of confidence, my friend. I really, really appreciate that. And betting is definitely something I'm going to be doing for sure. But thank you for that vote of confidence. I appreciate that. Mark says Myanmar, Yangon, don't bother. Gotcha. Rob says tourist visa costs $40 per 60 days, $200 for 6-month extension. I think 1,900 baht each. Okay. Keith says Burma is the old name for Myanmar. Ah, that's right. That's right. You're right, Keith. My bad. I love geography. I know, right? Mark says your phone won't even work there. That's funny. Keetoot says Thailand, little expensive now, but way better than surrounding third world countries with higher crime rates. I agree. Good temples, though. Ty says an hour and 31 minutes in. I'm an hour and 42 minutes in. I mean, this is the longest live stream I've ever had. Might as well run it for a little bit, right? No, I'm getting ready to shut it down here shortly. But just wanted to point out a few other things before I go. Thank you for the update, though, Ty. Mirage the Supreme says, what's up, buddy? What's up to you? Mark says, on a lighter note, music, new order. I'm not a big fan of either one of those, but that's okay. Gio says, what things do you do to treat yourself, Jeremy? I get a super chat that treats myself, or I get a something in the GoFundMe that makes me know that my camera's coming, or I get a really good view count on a video on YouTube, and that treats me. Seriously. I don't really take myself out to eat much anymore. My life. If you guys haven't seen the schedule, I put out a video called it's something like my daily schedule, or a daily schedule for a working YouTuber with a 9-to-5 job. Go watch that video. It literally breaks down every hour of every day from Saturday through Friday of 1 week of my life. And you will see what I do, which is basically this. It's work. I work all the time. And if I'm not working, I feel guilty that I'm not working because I know I could be making money and I'm not. So there you go. That's a good question, though. Gio, I really don't treat myself that much. I need to take some time off. I really do. But I just can't. I feel guilty about it. Aubrey says, have a good day, my bro. Great video as always. Thank you, Aubrey. I appreciate it. Rob says, just checked it. In New York Embassy multi still listed. Okay. Fair enough, Rob. I totally stand corrected, 100%. If the multi-entry is still listed, then by all means, it is probably still available. Well, it would still be available if it's still listed. So do multi-entry, guys. That way, that if you're going to come here and you know you're going to come here for 6 months, then the multi-entry is a no-brainer. It's like a no-brainer. If you have the money and you know you're going to come here for 6 months, but you got to have the money is the thing. You can't come here and work on a tourist visa. So if you know you have the money, you have the pension or whatever coming in, then and you want to stay more than 3 months, then the multi-entry visa is absolutely the way to go. No question. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for looking that up and for clarifying. I very much appreciate it. Ty Guy says it's been a good live and glad I called it. I'm glad you called it too, Ty Guy. I really am. Stuck in Florida says, does live stream view time count the same as video view time now? I have no idea. That's a good question, Stuck in Florida. I just did this one because I hadn't done that in a long time. Anthony says, what is your philosophy as a live streamer versus edited videos? I like doing the live streams because of the interactions, but sometimes I don't like doing the controversial ones because there's just too much back and forth in the live stream, and it kind of gets off target, and it's just not a good thing. So, me personally, both of them are wonderful for me, and making videos is fun, but I don't have the time to edit like I used to. When I get jobless and don't have a 9-to-5 job and create content full time, you will see some nicely edited videos. Because if you go back and look at some of my older videos, like when I was in the Philippines and I was living off of my ROI, and even here when I first got here, I was living off my ROI. There are some really nice edited videos. Alan says, how about Hank Williams, George Strait, Randy Trapp? Love it. All of them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Where did I go? All right. Let's see. I'm trying to get down to the bottom and then go up. All right. We're getting ready to shut it down in just a few minutes here, guys. Mirage says, is Manila almost the same as Bangkok, women and tourist wise? No, Manila is nothing like Manila and the Philippines and Thailand are there's some similarities, but there are many, many, many differences. And one of the differences is the women. There's a lot of differences in the women in those two countries. I spent 9 months in the Philippines. I promise it's different. Gio says, LOL, Jeremy is skinny now. I have lost a lot of weight. That's true. Les says, your daily schedule, Go More Height says the daily schedule video was good. You're very busy. Yeah, very busy. Is Richard coming back? You're enough, but he was a good addition. He was a great addition, and he still is an addition as far as I know. He just hadn't sent me any content to post up. So I don't know if he's just working all the time or what's going on with him, or if he's coming back. He says he's coming back sometime to Southeast Asia, and I'm going to see him. I hope I see him. I definitely hope I see him. Richard is my friend, and I very much look forward to seeing him, and hope that he gets back as soon as possible. So yeah, Richard would be great to come back on. I'd love it. Hank, Darius Ruckers, Chris Stapleton for country. I love Chris Stapleton. Love Chris Stapleton. Mark Hanley says, Peace JC, head downtime, top stream, and good people on here. Manchester, blessings sent. I hear you, brother. Thank you, man. My favorite country song, like ever. That's a good one. Probably, I think it's the one that Reba McEntire did with, God, what's her name? It was the one, it's called Does He Love You? And it's, it might have been done with Martina McBride. I can't remember. It's about being cheated on or something. That one. And then, I like Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey. That's one of my favorite songs ever. And I could go on and on, but we're not going to talk about music. Freddie says, do you do any cooking at home? Mostly eating out. Mostly eating out, but I eat cheap. I eat like 40 baht meals, maybe 60 if I'm feeling really fresh one day. And if you do the cooking, how often would you make a video with chefing a Thai dish? Something simple but delicious so we can tempt it. If I cook a Thai dish, I will do that, Freddie, but no promises. Okay, bud? Let's see. Chuck, there's Chuck dropping in at the final minutes here. Hey, buddy, I'm glad to see you. I hope you are doing well, and can't wait to see you again. Simon says, hello from London. Hello, Simon. Thanks for dropping by. Alan says, where'd you go? All the best. We'll sign out and catch you later. Okay, brother. See you. Jim, you are the man. Another $10 in the Super Chat bank. You guys are absolutely killing it today, and I absolutely just love you and love you and love you for it. I don't know what to say. You guys are awesome. You guys just rock. You just rock. You're awesome, and I thank you, and I appreciate you so much. So much. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate that because I know you don't have a lot to work with, and that really means a lot to me, brother. So thank you so much. Everybody's head seems like they're heading out. Michael Allen, Anthony says, so bye to you guys. Anthony says, do you think YouTube viewership is growing in the long term or has reached the ceiling? That's a great question. That is going to be answered probably within the next 6 months, I would say. Keith says, I first noticed your artistic side on some of those Philippine videos. Been watching ever since. Yeah, I did some creative stuff on some of the Philippine videos because I had time. I didn't have a job. I was living off my other income. So I had plenty of time and I could do some really artistic things. But the thing about it is I can do 4 times as many artistic things now as I could then. I just don't have the time to do them. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Jim, thank you again for that super chat, and Rupert and everybody else, Craig and Paul, and I'm forgetting somebody right off the top of my head, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Stuck in Florida says, I'm not big on country music, but I like Chris Stapleton. I do too. Tommy, you have a great weekend as well, man. And all the chat family here in the DoMoreLife chat absolutely do the same. Jim says, challenge of the day, 10 viewers jump on and match my contribution. I will come back and triple mine. So 10 viewers donate, or 10 viewers contribute $10 to your super chat, and you will come back and triple yours. Well, I guess we'll have to leave the stream up for a minute or two here to see if anybody does that, because that would that would be incredible. Ty, do you have the time to stay on for a few more minutes? I hope you do. That'd be great. Wow, what a challenge, Jim. Good for you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Scott says, you inspire me to do more life. Good. That's what I'm here for. Cody says, have a good day, Jay. Good time to get some fish and chips over there. Yes, it is. What's your job? I teach English. Forex markets. I don't know that. I'm not sure what that means. Morton, remember to exchange the English pounds while they are worth something. Yes, absolutely. HT, have a great day, JC. You have a great day as well, HT. Anthony Clifton says, take it easy, JC. Thank you for your answers. You're welcome. Keith Ball says, he just typed in $10, but he didn't super chat it. That's funny. Green Army. Jim says, let's do it. I love it, man. I love Jim's attitude. That's absolutely amazing. That's so funny. Anthony says, well then, if you are hanging for a while, yeah, I might as well. I want to see if anybody matches Jim's challenge. That's what I'm curious about now. That would be like, wow. Chris Lee says, what sure is YouTube keeps nearly 50 cents of your, no, it's not 50%. It's around 30. Go More Ike says, me too, $10, haha. Hey, Keith just actually matched it with $10. There's one. There's one. 9 more to go. That's awesome, Keith. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Jim, you're a genius, by the way. But Keith, thank you. I really appreciate that. Jim says I will accept $9.99. It's close enough. I love it. I suck at this. No, you don't. That's great, Keith. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Steve S says awesome stream, JC. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Gomer White did the fake $10 thing. I like that. John Mack says, what's better, Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai? I thought you unsubscribed yesterday. Maybe I have to go back and look at the comments and you said something different, but I've never been to either one, so I really don't know. I'm sorry. I can't help you with that. If I could, I would gladly help you with that, John, but I've never been to either one yet. I'm definitely going. I just don't know when. So we had one person step up to Jim's challenge. That is awesome. Even if one person stepped up, I thought that was just incredible. That's great. Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai, I would, let's see. Cody in Texas says, if you twerk, the ladies might donate too. I know, right? Trust me, I don't have the booty to do the twerk thing with. Temples are wonderful there in Chiang Mai. I've heard that. I do want to go to Chiang Mai because I do want to shoot take pictures of many of the temples and the scenery really in Chiang Mai. I really do. Cody says if you I read that. Anthony says, speaking of eating 40 Thai baht meals, do you ever consider things like source of food used? Freddie says, challenge accepted. Freddie just super chatted $10 more. That's 2 down. I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. There is no way we'll get 10 people to match your contribution, Jim. If we get 10 people to match your contribution, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something special for you guys. I don't know what, but I'll do something special. To the guy that keeps getting his messages deleted by Ty, I see your name. I'm assuming that you're either not that person, or if you are, you're welcome to contact me on Facebook Messenger. Thank you for keeping heads up, Ty. Jim says 2 down, 8 to go. I know, right? Cody says don't twerk. I'm not. Don't worry. HT, he just hit it with $10 more. Game on, he says. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what's that? That's 3 down, 7 to go. This is great, guys. You guys are really you don't understand what kind of impact you're having on the channel right now. You really don't understand what kind of impact you're having on the channel right now. This is incredible. Gomer Height says, know any good jokes? Yes, it's a dirty one. You ready? A white horse fell into a mud puddle. Boom! That's the dirtiest joke there is. Cody in Texas, let's see. John Mack says, Tytastic, why you don't mod for... That has nothing to do with what... Yeah, thank you for doing that, Ty. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You may be eating at the Sizzler today. Yeah, I'm not... Trust me, guys, this stuff coming in is not going to me eating it. So, like I said, anything from AdSense that comes from people like PayPal's or Super Chats or this GoFundMe for the camera or whatever, that's going to be 100% transparent, 100%. You'll see me buy the camera. You'll see me show you the receipt, everything else, the whole 9 yards. I'll do all that. And that'll be transparent. But any money that comes from human beings goes directly into something of this channel, whether it be traveling, setting up hotel dates, buying equipment for the channel. All that stuff goes into that. You guys never, ever will have to pay my rent or pay my electric bill or any of that stuff, because I'm a grown man that can take care of myself, and I can do that. Let's see. Oh, we got... Okay, Paul gave $6. Paul super chatted $6 because he chatted 4 before. Hit 6 plus 4 equals 10. There it is. Go on, guys. Get it in. That is awesome, man. That's awesome. I love it so much. Thank you so much, man. Scott Scott has hit $10. Scott, you are the man. HT, $10. He's back with 10 more. I mean, like, he says, come on, where are you at? Is that 5? Is that 5 already? Do we have 5 more to go? I cannot believe this. I literally cannot believe this. You guys are making my entire weekend. Like, instead of having to do another super chat tomorrow, I'm just gonna take tomorrow and shoot and edit and put you guys out some great content. Great content tomorrow, because I'm gonna spend the whole day recording instead of editing, because of all this super chat that's just gone crazy. The HT says, does my $2 count earlier? LOL. Sure, it still counts, absolutely. So you actually did $12. You went above and beyond. That is that's incredible. I can't believe you guys are doing this. I really can't. You may have to twerk after all, I know, right? Oh yeah, 22 HT, you're right, 22. I'm very sorry, 22. You're right. Because you did 2 10s. I cannot believe that, man. You guys are actually like really. This tells me you're getting context out of it. Morton just did. What is DKK $100? Morton just donated something. Does anybody know what that is? The DKK. Anybody know what that equals to? In that's not $100. That's in DKK. What is that? What's the DKK? Somebody research the DKK. I'm very interested. Morton, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. I'm guessing it's going to equal $10. I would assume, but we'll see. Somebody do the conversion on that for me real quick, if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Morton, for that very much. So it's 12 pounds. Wow. Way to go, Morton. Way to go, Morton. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome, you guys. That is freaking awesome. Jim says, nope, don't work, Paul, at 4 more after my time. Oh, no, you got to give that to Paul, Jim. You got to give that to Paul. Paul contributes a lot on here. We got to give that to him. Sass Too Many says 1482. That's awesome. Cody says that's 6. I just Googled. GoMark says I just Googled it. I guess he's talking about the transfer of funds. How close are we to getting to 10 here? Are we only 4 away? If we're only 4 away, then I'm astonished right now at what's going on. I'm just like I'm astonished. I don't know what to say or do, because I don't want to seem like I want to keep going for money, but at the same time, we're so close to getting, because Jim is the one that said he would triple his if 10 people put in $10 more, and right now we're currently 4 people away from that goal. And I just want to see if Jim will actually do that, because if he does that, we're gonna have a heck of a day on Super Chat today. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Cody says, do we get a bike ride with Cam? Woohoo. Cody, if you do a $10 Super Chat, then I will give you a bike ride with the Cam. Oh, no, I will. If you do a $10 Super Chat, I will put out a bike ride with Cam. I'm going to write it down right now. This month, it will go down. Number 12, bike ride with camera. All right, it's listed. If you put it in the $10, it's listed. Jim says nothing counts except after my calling the shots. I hear you, man. It's a telethon. I know it's kind of turned right. All right, let me back into. Michael says 5 + 5 = 10. Jeremy, you man. There you go. Sass put 10. That's 2. That's 2 more, Jim. That's 2 more. That's 2 more. Jim says only after my challenge does money. No, man, we can't do that to people, man. That's getting close to begging. We can't do that. Yeah, Paul says Jim was trying to get something started with the $4. I admit you outdid me this time. Sass says you got me. Thank you, Sass. I appreciate that, brother. My daughter has my credit card right now. Go figure. I hear you, bro. Well, that's all right. You can make it up in any time, because doing a bike riding video with my GoPro is something I've never done, because I'm scared I'm going to hurt my GoPro, or I'm scared I'm going to really hurt my GoPro is what I'm scared of. But I will do it for a super chat. I'll do it. My dog just ate my homework. Go Hank said. 2 more to go. We got 2 more to go. All right, so we got 2 more to go, and we'll see what happens. I'll leave it up for a little. I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. We're gonna keep. Paul's picking on Cody. This is great. I love it. Sass says, I ride with an action cam all the time. No harm unless it rains. Yeah, well, it wouldn't hurt the GoPro if it rained anyway. If it rained, it would just hurt the lens. You know, you wouldn't be able to see through the lens as much. I ride with an action cam all the time. Okay, that's the same comment there. But yeah, I would be willing to do that for sure. Absolutely. How many more we got to go, HT? 2 more to go. 2 more to go. This is like an auction. 2. Can I get 2? Can I get 2? Can I get 2? I'm just kidding, guys. JC, sing a Fleetwood Mac song, $30 tomorrow. Not $30 tomorrow. The only Fleetwood Mac song I really know is, or it might just be Stevie Nicks, is hang on, let me sing it in my head. I've been afraid of changing because life without you, something. I can't remember the words. Cody says I'm broke with I'm broke. That's why I'm eventually moving to Thailand. I hear you, bro. I'll get that riding video up from you for you at some point, man. Yeah, I'm kidding about just doing that only for the super chat. But we cannot get 2 people short and not have Jim pull through on it. If we get 2 people short and not, because Jim says he's gonna triple his contribution if we get 2 more people. So if you get 2 more people to super chat, $10, Jim's going to triple his initial contribution. And I'm going to love it. Landslide, that's it, Anthony. That's what I was looking for. Mark says, Cody, what's your credit card number? That is funny. Jim says, you're not begging. I'm the one paying out triple. That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And by the way, this wasn't set up by me in any way, form, or fashion. Jim set this up. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal at what a little competition will do. I think this is hilarious, and it's definitely going to impact the channel this month. And I thank you very, very much for it. While I'm laughing a lot, I'm also taking this very, very seriously. My name is Prince. Says, hey, JC, what's up, man? Jim says, Jeremy, I want you to go back and count after I put the challenge out 7 minutes we're at, please. Get in there, JC, Fleetwood Mac in the area. Sass did 10 again. Are these like raffle tickets? LOL. That's down to 1, Jim. You can't count. You can't. I know it's your game, but you can't count after the challenge because they already put in money and they just matched up to your $10. So they essentially matched up to what you said. They put in $10. And whether you decide you triple it or double it or don't or whatever, that's up to you. But I can't sit here and say, oh, you got to put in $10 after Jim made the thing. I can't do that. But Sass just put in 20. I mean, or he might put in 30. I don't know. But you guys rock, man. You guys rock. We are 1 away. 1 away. Billy says, sorry, it won't take my government credit card. I wonder why it won't take a government credit card. Well, we would have been there. Yep, we need 1 more. And we will have this little game that Jim invented completed. Jim, I don't think you thought people would do it. I didn't think people would do it. You guys are absolutely just Jim put in 20 and said, close enough. I love it, guys. You guys absolutely rock. Jim, thank you so much for creating such a wonderful game, man. That is absolutely just incredible, dude. It really is. See, I even look at your contribution and say you contributed $30 $30 because you initially put in 10, right? Which triples, it doesn't triple the investment, but it triples to me, it triples it. Okay. And I just think that is the coolest thing ever that I have ever seen on a live stream. And it's not because we made a lot of money for the channel today, guys. It's just a cool thing, man. It's awesome. Mark says, JC, your firm set up brilliant thread, your best yet, niche market, brother, legend. Nice day at the office, says Anthony. Yeah, definitely. Michael Ward says, Jim's the man. Cody and Tess says, Jim wins today. Absolutely. Sass says, since I don't get vacation this year, I need these videos more than ever. Well, you're definitely going to get them now, buddy. Because I'm pumped. And I was going to leave out of the house and go shoot anyway. And now instead of shooting 2 or 3 today, I think I'll shoot 4 or 5 today. Because I don't have anything else to worry about tonight. You guys just absolutely killed it. Oh, look. Jim just sent 10 more and said, here's my original 10 plus 20 plus this 10. That is incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. You didn't have to do that, though. You didn't have to do that. That's just, man, that is crazy. That is so cool, man. So cool. Ewan says, just got the best live chat ever, JC. I know, right? I have never seen anything like this in my life, and I am so thankful to you guys. I am so thankful to you guys. Now I'm going to have like 20 live streams in a row without without super chats. But that's okay. Let's see. What does it say? Go More Hikes got the smiley face. Jim, thanks, man. Yeah, that was an awesome little event you created there. I absolutely loved it. And if you guys don't know, that's a way that the channel can really make some money right there. Like somebody say, I'm going to put in 5. If we have 10 people match it, then I'll double my contribution or whatever. Or Jim decided to go with 10, which is incredible. I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. Can't believe it. I love it. Jim says, I'm a man of my word. You never have to question if I will do it or not. And I know that's true, Jim, because you have always been a man of your word. And the thing about it is, Anthony, Jim is not a baller. Jim is definitely not a baller. He is a good-hearted, very, very kind gentleman that really loves this channel and appreciates what I do. And I thank and love him and all you guys, Sass, for contributing so much, and everybody else that contributed, HT. I'm going to miss 100 people that contributed. Scott, you guys, Michael, everybody just did an outstanding job with this little competition that Jim came up with. I think it's just absolutely wonderful. Green Army says, awesome stream. Cody in Texas says, Jim, one day I'll pay for your tuck and run. Cody, I'm gonna delete that comment just in case YouTube doesn't like it, man. I'm sorry, but that's funny. Yes, great live stream. Now you know what a cam. Oh man, I got to delete that one too, Anthony. But I tell you, that's hilarious. You're so right. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was funny, Anthony. That was really funny. Does it tickle? That's funny. Morton says, let us say what goes around comes around. That's absolutely true, my friend. Absolutely. Mark Hanley says the best DoMoreLife ever. I think this was something very serious, and I took it very seriously. And I think that you guys just put a lot of less stress on me this month, and therefore you will get more content and probably better content because of that. So thank you so much. HT says DoMoreLife is what it's all about. That's what it's always been about, man. Andy says, what's you, JC, brother? One question, what are some of your stream of income? I would love to try the digital nomad life and see how it is. Well, I'll tell you a couple. I do some affiliate marketing. I built a website I just told you about. It's not making any income yet. And I have 2 more projects that I'm working on, which are going to make income. And I can't talk about those projects yet because they're not complete. So I would explain those to you. And I will explain those to you in a later video for sure. And Billy says, we all love your channel. I know you do. And I thank you guys. So I can't say thank you enough. I really can't say thank you. Thank you so much for all of this. And it has been a great live stream. Jeremy, you said you need $100 a day. That's how easy it is to match your goal. I know, right? If I could do that every day, I would be like, no, you make an excellent point, Mr. Jim. You make an excellent point. That is, Mark says it's French. Magnificent. Magnifique. I can't speak French, but anyway, it means excellent. Thank you, sir. You're right, Jim. That's how easy it is. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. You guys absolutely rock, and I am now going to let you go because we have now been live streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I want to say that I have the most awesome family on YouTube ever. Ty, thank you so much for moderating this live stream. You did an outstanding job, brother, and I really appreciate it. Good night from Ohio, HT. Thank you so much, Billy. Sleep tight, man. Michael, thank you again. And everybody else that contributed, I cannot say thank you enough. Jim, you are the absolute man. You are the genius that came up with this little theory, and I just thought that was one of the most coolest things I've ever seen. So, Cody, you take care of yourself, brother. And guys, I just love you. I do. I really do. So we'll see you soon. Look forward to some content, guys. Ewan, take care from Oz for sure. Anthony, that's right. You never know when it's going to rain. Absolutely. Morton, thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution as well. And all you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. A wonderful weekend. I wish you all the best in the world. I will see you guys on the next piece of content. Take care, and whatever you do today, be sure you do more life.